Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning back, come on in. We're going to jump right on in and see what is the vibration. What is the juju? I said, what's the vibe? Let's pull from the other cards. Let's just see what's going on. What is the vibration? What is going on in collective energy? Big retrograde energy. How y'all feeling with the retrograde? New moon, full moon coming in Gemini. Okay. What is it? June 11th, is it? I think. Okay. So come on in. Beautiful angels, divine ancestors. Show us what it is that we need to see, please, and thank you. Yeah. Somebody feels trapped, stuck, no options. Unforgiveness. Interesting energy. I feel like whoever this person is, people made decisions that now they're having to face. Ooh, my nose is itching. Spirit says that is the truth. Somebody's very clingy. An old ex, dead relationship, old ways, nightlife, striptease. Somebody's out here acting like a full-blown Jezebel. Clarify the Jezebel. Love affair, toxic, drama, arguments, compatible, dirty little secret. Somebody is selling themselves short. Okay? Whoever this person is, I feel like this is a temporary, Spirit says it's a train wreck. A train wreck waiting to happen. Oh my God. So something could have started out like a good idea, like maybe friends with benefits. Yeah, lust. Somebody got an itch, found somebody else that had an itch. And so they all decided to scratch each other's itch. Something could have started out as fun, something that they thought would be fun. But Spirit says it's a train wreck waiting to happen. Why is that, Holy Spirit? I would really love to know. Beautiful divine angels, what is this energy? Yeah. So somebody's clingy, okay? This could be somebody that went back to somebody from their past, an old ex, a dead relationship. Somebody's insecurities are like putting them in old, outdated relationships. This person could feel like they're kind of washed up. They're stuck. They ain't got no options. There's an energy of unforgiveness for self. So they just keep going back to people. Somebody's really amping up the nightlife. Yeah. I feel like whatever this was, the reconciliation stage, that fresh energy. Somebody was happy. They were having a good time. It was a dirty little secret. Now this shit is toxic. There's drama, arguments, and incompatibility. Look, yeah, friends with benefits. The lovers in the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, giving the bare minimum, sex possibly, or just love. Show this person. Yeah. Somebody's also doing sex magic. The magician in the reverse. Somebody's possibly doing some type of sex magic or manipulative. Yeah. Somebody's blocking somebody's intuition about what they're doing. The magician in the reverse and the hermit in the reverse. Something to show, what is this? Clarify blocking somebody's intuition. Yeah, they're trying to block somebody's intuition, but it's over. You got the High Priestess in the reverse. This could be the masculine or the feminine. Take it as it resonates. But something's over. Who is this person? Ooh, yeah. Like somebody's trying to control a Two of Cups situation. This could be like a dark feminine energy or a dark fragmented masculine in his karmic feminine energy, unbalanced. Something about a Two of Cups. Oh, wow. Something was fun for the moment, but somebody's binding somebody with sex. The magician in the reverse. Their whole intuition is blocked. Somebody has somebody's intuition blocked. Yeah, this is somebody's emperor. Divine masculine energy. Show me this person. This person's thinking a lot about healing a Two of Cups situation, possibly. Okay. Who's doing the magic, though? Who's doing the magic? King of Swords. This could be a third-party situation, like a masculine that's doing magic over somebody's empress and masculine. King of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Emperor energy, fire sign energy, Aries energy, Six of Swords, Aquarius energy, Page of Cups is Piscean energy, Two of Cups, Cancerian energy, although the Two of Cups can also be seen as Gemini energy. The High Priestess in the reverse, blocking one's intuition or their crown, third chakra, third eye chakra. Thank you, Holy Spirit. With the Magician in the reverse, somebody's manipulative. It's a dark, like, fragmented feminine here. Or there is a King of Swords trying to block a feminine's intuition. Clarify, who's this King of Swords? There's two men here. Page of Pentacles. Somebody's coming in with the bare minimum. For some of you, this is somebody that you have a child with. Okay. Who's this Empress in the reverse? Somebody that is giving the whole situation the evil eye. Page of Swords in the reverse. It's all bad for this person, whoever they are. Page of Swords in the reverse is like getting bad news. Okay, something like that. Clarify this Magician in the reverse. Who is this person? Somebody was paid to do this. To block somebody's wish fulfillment with the Star in the reverse. Somebody was paid to do this. Six of Pentacles. Show me this Empress in the reverse. It's a dark witch. Somebody's doing spell work over two emperors. I can't make this up. Wait, what is going on? It's like a doppelganger emperor. Something like that. Something like that. Two emperors here. Okay, so what's going on with this emperor? So we got the Six of Pentacles. Clarifying this wicked witch. Somebody was paid to keep somebody stuck. Maybe so that they go back to an ex. Somebody's feeling down. Maybe they feel like they don't got it no more. Somebody's doing spell work over somebody to feel like that. This is projection. And somebody's like getting into situations that start out good, like joy, happiness, love affair, and then it turns toxic. It's like somebody keeps like getting into these dead end relationships. Why are there two masculines here? Okay, so one of these masculines, whoever this is, could be any sign. Big fire sign energy, Aries energy. Three of Wands energy, the Emperor, okay? This person's at a distance. So whoever this person is, they're at a distance from you, whoever you are. Show me the woman in question. Because I feel like, show me this person. Ten of Cups. Somebody's trying to take somebody's Ten of Cups. Divine feminine energy. So there's two emperors and two empresses here. Show me this King of Swords. Who is he? Who is this person to the Ten of Cups? Four of Swords. A Libra? Possibly. Air sign. Aquarius, Libra. He's coming out heavy air. Could be any sign though. You know, King of Swords is somebody who's intelligent. They understand the art of war. Very intelligent. Very smart. They always make a head over heart decision. So there's somebody here that's thinking about somebody with the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups. And there's a witch in the background that's doing something to manipulate the energy. I know you lied. Clarify this Emperor at a distance. Five of Swords. This person feels defeated. So there's an Emperor at a distance who feels defeated. Five of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Something about collaboration. Yeah, both of these men are thinking very deeply. What the hell is this about? Somebody feels like there's interference. Clarify this guy at a distance. Yeah, the Four of Wands. This person saying you're my soulmate. Clarify this man, this divine masculine at a distance. Death. He's going through some type of transformation. It's heavy too. He's meditating. Death. He's weighed down. Why is he so stressed out? Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy, death energy, Scorpionic energy. Three of Pentacles could be any earth sign, but I see that as Capricorn. Four of Swords is Libran energy. Five of Swords is any air energy. I see that as Gemini energy. So somebody's heavily in their thoughts. Somebody's thinking a lot. Somebody is not communicating, but they're weighed down and they're stressed out about a third-party situation. Yeah, because this is somebody's twin. But they're going through some type of an awakening. What's the Death and the Ten of Wands? Why are they in that energy? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Something involving their stability and their money. Yeah, somebody could have also got a divorce. Somebody could have lost a child. I mean, like possibly in like a custody battle or something like that. It's given like if this person didn't have any biological children, you know, and they were in a relationship with somebody, they still feel like they lost a child. It's given that kind of energy. Like justice, this could be divorce, and then the Page of Pentacles, something with their money and something with the child. Something like that. Somebody feels like they lost, yeah, that. Yeah, this person is working on their money. Somebody could be more focused on their stability, but they feel like they're going to miss an opportunity. Something's hit a stagnant energy. I don't know who the person is in question, but we'll get to that. Show me this guy over here, this King of Swords and the Emperor. This person also feels like they missed an opportunity. So with the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups, you got two men who are feeling like they're thinking about somebody a lot. Somebody that they want to be with. Whoever this Empress in the reverse is, High Priestess, this person was paid to block this King of Swords or to block an Empress's intuition. Clarify the Hermit in the reverse with the Magician in the reverse. Yeah, to send some type of chaos. These are like haters trying to block opportunities, trying to block somebody's intuition. Clarify the Empress. Yeah, so that this person doesn't get offers or so that people don't come in and be with them. Somebody's doing spell work over somebody's Two of Cups and their life. Clarify the Magician in the reverse with the Hermit in the reverse. Somebody wants to dominate somebody's intuition, dominate their confidence, their fire, their passion. Why is this feminine so attached? What's going on? Because they don't want you to get the Ten of Pentacles. So this is somebody that's praying against your prosperity, your Ten of Cups, and your partnerships. I could be talking to a divine feminine. You got two men here that are heavily invested. This man at a distance is working on his money, okay? But he's stressed out. Maybe he feels as though he's about to miss an opportunity with the Three of Pentacles. This person could also know that you have other people interested in you. And I feel like he's a little defeated, okay? Somebody could be coming out of a relationship or something like that, okay? And whoever this King of Swords is, somebody's either doing magic over him or they're doing magic over a High Priestess to block her intuition. So there's a dark witch trying to block a High Priestess in the upright, her love connections, her Ten of Pentacles, her relationships. Page of Swords in the reverse. She's giving big evil eye energy. Woo! She wants whoever these men are to be trapped in old cycles and choose the wrong person. Yeah, like some of them are impulsively going towards toxic relationships. But again, this is process of elimination. At this point, if somebody is still falling for a Jezebel, then they're not as evolved as they need to be for a real Empress, High Priestess, right? So these, you know, this witch is only reaching for somebody's inadequacy, somebody's insecurities. That is why the magic is working, yeah. But in the meantime, somebody's spirit is like pulling at them. Like you need a, you know, type energy. Divine angels, Holy Spirit, please show me what it is that I need to see when it comes to this situation with this divine masculine. We pray for truth and clarity. This person wants to come towards you, but they feel defeated. This could be the Libran energy, water sign energy. Somebody feels defeated. Why do they feel defeated? Somebody's insecure. It's almost like they're not even putting up a fight. But at the same time, they hope that you come towards them. Yeah, there's somebody from your past. Six of Cups. This could be past, or this could be maybe a past lifetime, right? With the Six of Cups. But with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, this person's possibly, yeah, this person feels defeated. Why are they defeated? Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Somebody could have been cheated on in the past. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. And they're vulnerable. Somebody wants to love, but they're afraid. They could have been in a relationship, committed, in love, and somebody got cheated on. So this is a divine masculine that is wants to let their guard down, stressed out, but kind of like afraid to love again. With the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, somebody's stuck in the past. Clarify. Yeah. Knight of Wands in the reverse. A lot of reckless energy. This person could have been a cheater too. There's a lot of toxic drama, whatever this was. Something could have started out, like I said, friends with benefits, and somebody could have given somebody a 10 of Cups offer. But now it's time to move on. This person wants to come towards you. Knight of Wands in the reverse, Six of Cups, Knight of Cups, but they feel defeated. Somebody's insecure from being cheated on, but from also being a cheater. Like, I don't know. They want to come in. Let me make sure all my cards are turned the right way. Yeah. They're passionately in pursuit. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Somebody's working on their stability. Maybe so they have something to come in and offer, right? Show me this King of Swords, the other guy. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles energy. So somebody's married? Show me this King of Swords. Somebody's married, but they don't want to be. To somebody that's kind of obsessive, or somebody could have some type of addictions with Temperance in the reverse. Okay. Yeah. Queen of Cups energy. I feel like this man is coming up as the Queen of Cups. Show me the King of Swords in the upright for this Queen of Cups energy. Yeah, this person wants to move on. So you got two guys here. Both of them, you know, kings, divine masculine energy. They've been through some things. One of them is doing his best to heal from betrayals from the past. He also was slightly reckless at his reckless time in his life. Okay, if everybody's had one, he's definitely had one. But somebody's trying to move on and they're focused on their stability. You got somebody else at a distance, a masculine that's coming up now as a Queen of Cups energy, following his intuition and his psyche, okay? Psychic abilities. He could be going through an awakening. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but I felt the need to say psychic. Yeah, I feel like he's going through an awakening and he's married, okay? This could be on paper. This could be people that have been married for some time. Maybe they're separated. I don't know. But it looks like with Temperance in the reverse, it's almost like somebody's not wanting to balance it out, right? 10% of upright is about balance. You know, I'm going to pull. Somebody doesn't want to balance something out. Something's in excess, okay? That's why I get this feeling that these people could be separated. It's like married on paper type energy, you know? Like, oh, we've been apart for 10 years, but we still married on paper type energy. Clarify this person. Yeah. Four of Swords. Whoever this person is, they think a lot. They're very intuitive. Two of Wands. Somebody's thinking about what the future is going to look like. Somebody wants to get out. Somebody wants a life. Somebody's ready to go. Four of Swords. They think about it all the time. Clarify this person over here at a distance. This other masculine. I feel like these are two masculines that are interested. Big King of Wands energy. Somebody went from the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. This could be their past self. Maybe they're having bouts of nostalgia with the retrograde energy, Six of Cups. But now they're coming up as a King of Wands in the upright and a King of Pentacles. Somebody that really wants to do right by somebody. Somebody's healing. Somebody's healing. Preparing themselves, you know. It's almost like the feeling that I get, quite honestly, is this is somebody who was a cheater. And then when they finally thought they found love, karma hit and somebody cheated on them. And it gave them a feeling that really humbled them. Like somebody's like, dang, that's crazy. Like now that I'm ready to love, somebody betrayed them. But this person could have been reckless with a lot of people in the past. Out of heart pain. I mean, why did I say heart pain? Heartache. Somebody could have been cheated on. It made this person insecure. They turned into a savage. Somebody was smashing anything moving type energy. Yeah. But now, I feel like somebody broke their heart. I said heart pain. I feel like somebody broke their heart. Somebody got through their shield, whatever this is. Somebody came along and they thought this person was the one because they're unguarded. Look at the Seven of Wands. They're unguarded, but they're still insecure. Somebody knows they paid karma for breaking people's hearts, or that's how they're seeing it. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Somebody came into this King of Wands, King of Pentacles life, and he finally put down this Knight of Wands in the reverse energy. Somebody could have really stepped up and been like a great provider, a great husband, and somebody got hurt. Clarify? Yeah. Somebody was always focused. Good provider. Somebody always worked for their family. That's what I'm getting. Somebody could have been working a little too much. And maybe this is something that they realize. This person could have gone through a whole slew of emotions of why they got cheated on. They could have felt like, well, maybe I was working too much or something like that. Clarify. But right now, they're currently working on their money and they want to come towards you. This person could be considering marriage again with the Hierophant. Show me the past person that he was with. Yeah. Empress energy. This could be somebody from a past relationship. Show me the ex-wife. Somebody could be thinking that they should have married you. Yeah. This person was possibly juggling two people. Yeah. Somebody started dating somebody before their marriage was over. Two of Pentacles. This could have been somebody that they worked with. A co-worker. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Somebody that was younger. Interesting. And they hid an affair. So somebody was in a marriage. Show me the wife. Yeah, the wife has moved away. She's healing. She could have found out what this person was doing. So as much as this King of Wands is coming up as somebody who has been hurt, he absolutely was juggling somebody. And this somebody was focused on the money. Somebody felt like as long as I provide, I should be able to do what I want to do. But they were absolutely hiding the moon. Page of Pentacles, a younger, feminine, or somebody that they were working with. Anything else? I'm sitting here like, whoa. Yeah. And they're still communicating. So somebody's marriage has ended. Hence the fact that justice was there. Show me the wife, the ex-wife. This person is out. This person stood in her power. She's healing. She stood in her power. How does this man feel about his ex-wife? He's stressed out. He messed up a good woman. He messed up with a good woman. Somebody let their lust get the best of them, and they made some type of an excuse with the Eight of Pentacles. Of why they were cheating. Somebody got really arrogant, full of themselves at work, something like that. Somebody at work, they were juggling back and forth. This could have been going on for a couple of years. Clarify. This person wants their wife back. With the Page of Wands in the reverse, there's also a child that could be here. I feel like if they met this person and they were a single parent and they had a child, somebody assumed responsibility. They're really more stressed out. I feel like they're, I can't say they're okay with losing this Empress, but they're really more stressed out about this child. Like somebody really assumed a father's position. And although the relationship didn't work out, somebody feels like they really can't say too much because that's not their child. They're really stressed out about that. Page of Wands is all bad news. Yeah, no, these are two people that just kind of grew out of love. With the Lovers in the reverse, they're just not compatible. This woman has healed. She's moved on. Empress energy, strength. Okay, so what does this have to do with this? Okay, show me this, because I see two men here. So what's the commonality? What's the commonality, Holy Spirit? What's going on here? Yeah, they're both suffering from betrayal and broken hearts. Two men. Two very interesting divine masculine men. I can't say that they're connected. I don't know why I'm picking up both their energies in this reading. I feel like there's a feminine in common. But there are two men that one is still married but is wanting to leave a marriage. Okay, or something is just not, can't be balanced out with temperance in the reverse. Somebody in both these situations, they've grown apart, but they're afraid to love. They've been betrayed and they've betrayed. This is crazy. But this person feels like it's their karma. But this Empress didn't cheat on her husband. This husband cheat on her. But somebody feels like somebody's cheating on them. Or somebody feels as though they finally let their guard down with somebody. Somebody could have went to the young buck at the job. That's what I'm feeling. Listen, somebody was married to a beautiful Empress here. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And somebody was at work. Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. You was juggling at work, okay? They let their guard down in a Knight of Wands, page energy to some younger person. Let their guard down and they got their heart broke and cheated on. I can't make this up. Turned around, lost their marriage. Now they're sad about the family that they lost, which they know this is their karma, the Lovers in the reverse, and a child that was connected to the relationship that possibly does not belong to that man. Whew. That's what I see. Show me this King of Swords. Who is this person? I just heard one of these people are the better choice. This person is fighting for somebody. They're standing up, fighting. I feel like this person wants to leave their marriage. I don't know what this is. But look, they're thinking about how they can get away. Queen of Pentacles, though, is a privileged woman. Very beautiful, very grounded. Temperance in the reverse. Something can't be balanced out, though. Something's obsessive. This could be just drama. Somebody's like tired of being on a merry-go-round. They're like, same old thing. Something doesn't shock somebody. Somebody's like, this ain't nothing new type energy. You got the Four of Swords and the Two of Wands and the Knight of Swords. This person is fighting. They're in the Queen of Cups energy, which is interesting as a man to be in this feminine energy. Show me this person's life. What's going on with the Queen of Pentacles? Yeah, it's over. This person could already be in another relationship. Like, I feel like somebody's married on paper. This cycle is closed. They could have been separated for 7 years, 5 years, 4 years, something like that. Like, as in they ain't had sex, they ain't been together. Somebody's invested in somebody else. Somebody's wife is still married on paper, but they got a whole another relationship. Seven of Pentacles, they're investing elsewhere. Clarify. I feel like this man don't give a damn. Yeah, he's kind of being nasty. He kind of even being a little bitchy. Self-care energy. He can see the truth. Queen of Swords in the reverse. He's actually being very cutthroat with the Knight of Swords. This could have been the kind of man that didn't have a lot of power in his relationship, or so he felt, you know, kind of being, I don't know why I heard docile. Damn. Somebody felt emasculated in their relationship. Queen of Pentacles in the upright. She's giving the energy of, it's a privilege to be with me. Temperance in the reverse. Yeah. She could have been very obsessive with her looks. You know, there's self-care, and then something is just like in great energy. Like, you should be grateful to be with me. This is the energy that she's giving off. Because I feel like she clipped this man's balls. He really didn't have any say-so in this marriage. He's coming up as the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and a Knight of Swords is like, for lack of better terms, F you, you know, type energy. Like, he's never been able to be a man. Clarify this man. Yeah, I feel like he thought whatever I feel like he wanted to keep the peace. I feel like this is somebody that didn't want to argue, but then he realized that this was not helping him. Somehow he wasn't being heard as a man, so much so that he's coming out like a woman, y'all. That's what's so crazy. He knows this was a missed opportunity. This man is also somebody who worked really, really hard to satisfy their family, their wife, and she's moved on. She might have a boyfriend. Yeah. It's like he feels as though he was the child in the relationship. Page of Cups. This is how he feels. Four of Cups. Definitely a missed opportunity. Where are both these men going? Because they're looking elsewhere. So this is two men that are going through awakenings. Breaking free from some type of old toxic, cycles. Like somebody's constantly spinning the block with their dead relationships, their exes, even if it's just sex, you know. But somebody's like, nah, that's it. They tired of fighting and fudging. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. It's two men that are both going through an awakening. Clarify these two men. Yeah, they're growing up. They're like both coming up as divine masculines. Whew, so this guy over here went from a Knight of Wands in a reverse, cheated with somebody young at the job, got his heart broke. This is somebody that he fell in love with outside of his marriage, but had a really good person. She's coming up as an Empress, strength, and a healer. Somebody lost a good thing. Like, damn, there's a whole Empress out here who's healed and moved on, who's accepted this. It's giving, okay, that's where you want to be, so shall it be. And somebody ended up with a Page of Wands in a reverse, a karmic feminine, a freak-a-leak. Both these men are coming up as grown men. Clarify. They got to deal with their lustful desires. The devil. They got to deal with their lustful desires. This King of Wands, King of Pentacles, could be any sign. Just take it as it resonates. He could have a sex addiction. Or somebody gets bored with certain kinds of sex. Something like that. Whatever he was doing outside the house with this Page of Pentacles person, he wasn't able to do with this Empress. She's coming up just radiantly beautiful. Somebody had sexual tendencies that were maybe not accepted in their marriage or something like that. And somebody followed somebody down the rabbit hole with the Lovers in the reverse, Page of Wands. This is a freaky young woman. She'll have sex at the job, okay, in the janitor's closet. Something freaky was going on. Somebody needed excitement. I'm going to keep it real. Somebody needed some type of an excitement. And I feel like somebody was working a lot, toil and labor, and they just felt like, okay, why not? It's like a work wife, you know, but they're karmic. They're a lover in the reverse. Somebody lost their whole everything. And then this person was cheating on them, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, after they let their guard down. Somebody gave their heart to a karmic at the job. And then there's a witch out here trying to bind somebody. So this little young witch, this little young thing could have been a little witch and separated him from his Empress. But now he's waking up, he's healing, he's looking. He's still got these attachments though. Somebody need to cleanse their soul. They need to cleanse their souls. Seven of Swords, they're both still sneaky. I feel like it's a feeling of being free. I feel mostly it's this guy at a distance. Where I think both of them are at a distance. Whoever they are. Yeah, I don't know why I'm channeling both of y'all together. But they're both, why are they both in the Seven of Swords? Because somebody can't control their urges. Somebody's a wandering, lustful person. It's like somebody knows that they have a problem, but somebody's just kind of like accepted the fact that they got demons, and that's one they're not willing to get rid of. Somebody likes to have sex. I feel like it's this Knight of Wands in the reverse. Could be a fire sign, could be any sign though. Somebody's just reckless with their sex. They like sex. That's what they like. And somebody tried to make a family with somebody. I feel like they had a really good woman. I feel like they were a great provider, a great step-up father. But overall energy, this person can't be faithful. At least that's how they're coming off. But they're coming off as an emperor. Somebody's also feeling, you know, like some shit got to come to an end. It's like they're getting a little bored with that. Somebody kind of misses normacy. They miss having somebody to come home to. They miss the traditional end of marriage. This is what I'm feeling. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah. Whoever this person is, this King of Swords in the upright, he's going through an awakening. He felt very emasculated in his marriage. Like he didn't have a say-so, really. She's coming up as a Queen of Pentacles. And it's almost like she feels like you got to give me what you got to give me. You should be lucky to be with me. Somebody put up with this for years. Okay. Sure did. That's crazy. Yeah. And whoever this King of Wands is, he's terrified to go through an awakening. Although he is in the dark night of the soul. There's a witch here. There's a witch. Somebody could have been trying to bind somebody. Clarify the witch that was trying to block the intuition. Empress in the reverse. Who is she? King of Swords. She's coming out as a man. Somebody was dominate somebody. This is like gender switching. Weird energy. Like the wife is coming off more masculine to this King of Swords in the upright. And he's coming off like the feminine. Like she was very aggressive in this relationship. And there's somebody, King of Swords, that was paid. Who is this King of Swords that was paid to block somebody's new beginning? Somebody was paid to block somebody's new beginning. Block their intuition. Look, the Fool. So they don't travel down the road or heal. Somebody's trying to block this Knight of Wands in the reverse from ascending. Death in the reverse. He might have ran into a young little witch at the job and put it on him. Little sex magic and bound his ass. Because she broke up his marriage. The Hierophant. Somebody had a marriage. The Fool in the reverse and the Page of Swords in the reverse. I can't make it up. That's crazy. And he keeps sleeping with her. He can't stop sleeping with her. You got a witch on your ass, boo. She got penis candles burning in the back. You done gave up your whole jizz. Your whole zhizh. Zhizh. She got you bound with a sex demon. This a young witch, too. This a young witch. Like 29, 30 years old. Something like that. And she's doing sex magic on this King of Wands, King of Pentacles. His marriage has already ended. He's under a very interesting spell. Somebody is actively trying to block his new beginnings. And he keeps going back to have sex with her. He keeps falling back into old habits. This is a King of Wands, King of Pentacles. Again, could be any sign. He came up as a Knight of Wands in the reverse. And the Devil. He can't stop having sex with her. But he wants to come towards somebody. But he's heartbroken. Like, it's almost like somebody feels like being with this side chick, witch, whatever this is, that being with this person is something that they deserve. They feel like that's their karma. You know, somebody is just as messed up as him, so they just having sex and meeting up, and she got spells on him, and whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, I feel like she's moved on. Why these two men are coming up together? They came up in the ethers as two men that are fighting. Why are they fighting? What are they fighting for? Something about a cycle being closed, an opportunity of some sort. Something like that. Well, we're going to dive more into it. For those of you that came to this part of the reading, thank you. We're going to dive into part 2 and just see what's going on. If this resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, comment respectfully down below. Memberships is open. I'll see you over there for part 2 of the extended reading. Until then, peace be with you.